Hi, my name is Lisa Scott, and I wanted to take a moment to show you a few things on how to run a calendar. This has honestly saved my life. Oh, darn it, it's not working. Of course, I get on and it's not going to work. Anyways, Google is an awesome asset to have, and it's been helping me with staying on schedule. And it was really funny before I started really doing this. I was all over the place. And my husband even was getting frustrated at me because I just wasn't staying on top of things that I guess he thought I should. I don't know. But either which way, more than that, I was more upset with myself. So, but you know what? I have 4 kids, and life is what it is. And we chose to homeschool this year, and I have a lot on my plate. I work part time, 2 days of the week out of my home, and I also am starting. We're not starting, but I'm running a business with Beachbody. So, with everything on my plate, it's kind of like, you hear people talk about the plate is full, the plate is full. Well, I completely agree with that. To me, it is if my plate is full and one more thing makes it tip over. And so, with that, I have found that organizing my time has really helped me, and Google has played a big part in this. So I was like, thought I would come on here and I would show you how it is that I schedule my time, and maybe this will help you. So first thing is if you don't have a Google account, you need to go to google.com and you need to put yourself on there. You'll get a Gmail account and all that stuff where you can have emails to go to. You don't have to use it if you prefer to use something else, but Google has so much more than just the calendar. I will say I do not work for Google, but I completely support them. Anyways, they have Drive and different things to back stuff up, and so they're affiliated with YouTube. They have lots of good little things, and once you get going on them, everything works together. So that's been a lifesaver for me. Anyway, so once you're signed in, you're going to see at the top right that your picture will show up, and it'll be associated with your Google account and your Gmail account. And right over here at the top right, next to your name, will be this little grid. You click on this grid and a little thing will pop up. And this is all the different things that you get to have with your Google. So what we're going to go to today is the calendar. So click on the calendar and it's going to bring you into the Google Calendar. And I have it empty right now just to show you for sharing purposes how to do this. Basically, let me just break down everything for you so you know what is what. To the left, right here, this is where you create calendars. And the nice thing about this is you can separate each one of these. And when you separate them, you can share these calendars. So you can see I can click onto this where I have a calendar, and it's going to give you a list of stuff. And right here you can click share calendar, and when you click on that, it'll take it to where you can make it public. You can share it with a specific person. This helps with everything from sharing with coworkers to friends to, for me, I do it with my Beachbody business. But I have a friend who just told me she has a calendar set up that's just with her husband, and that way they can put appointments and stuff together. And then she actually has one that just is for him with honeydews. So and this of course is with his, it helps him as well, but she, for taking out the trash is something he always forgets that, is that's the thing. So she has it in there that to help him be reminded. Just a little notification comes on his phone and says trash, and then he's like, oh yeah, it takes out the trash. So it works for them. It's great for you can do it with your kids, reminding them on chores, different things like that. And or keeping up with baseball games or whatever. So you can turn these on and off as needed. Now I'm going to show you mine. I have a lot, so don't freak out. This is mine. This is my whole day, every day, and what I do. And then, of course, here on this one, if I click this in, you'll see that this part comes in and out. Now, this is my business stuff. So if I only want to focus on what I do for the day within my Beachbody business, this is what I do. When I put them all together, this is how it works. And so my plate's pretty full, and it looks probably crazier than it is, but there's stuff in here that we all do, breakfast, brush your teeth, hair, lunch, dinner, bath times, and different things. For me, I decided to put everything on here. And the reason is because I can get real focused on one project, and next thing you know, we're halfway through the day and I haven't done anything. And so for me, it was like once I started learning how to block my time out and know that I have X amount of time to get this task done and X amount of time to get this task done, and I was able to sit down and put it all into a calendar, I was able to see where I had free time. And for me, I needed the free time to work my business for my Beachbody. And also, I was not being able to get my workouts in. Every day I was running around, trying to do this, trying to do that. And I just, by the end of the day, I'm exhausted and tired, and I didn't have time to do it. Now, a lot of people, work this however they want. You want to put your workouts in first, second, or whatever. I found for me that my brain worked better on all my tasks at hand in the morning, and physically I still had enough energy in the afternoon to work through a workout, and I have no energy at all to do it at night. So this is what worked for me. Your days may be different. Anyways, so back to the calendars. The way this works is, if you look up here to the top right, you can see that you have it to where you can see everything by day, by week, by month, in a 4-day period. And then you have this little neat thing called the agenda, which is kind of like a checkoff list. Then over here, you also have a printing thing. And this is really cool because I don't know if you can see this. Oh, it's not. I'm sorry. Let me do it like this. Let me do my week, and then we'll do print. And the neat thing about this is, nope, you can't see it any different. But so what it is if you can see here, this is my Monday with all my stuff labeled, and then underneath it is my agenda. So I can see what it is that I'm doing. I also can check it off as I go. So I kind of think that's cool. Anyways, and then, oh yeah, there's something else. Right here, this is called tasks. On the far left, there's a calendar here called tasks. Now, I use this a lot, and I'm going to show you when you click on it on the right side, this shows up. Basically, what it is when you come down to the bottom here in the task menu on the far right, you're going to see this little thing. You can click up and you can create new list, rename your list, refresh the list, delete the list, or whatever, but these are all my lists that I have. And the way that it works is, let's say that I'm on Saturday and it's time for me to clean the house. This literally is a checkoff list that I can go through, and I can click off the things that I do. So this may, not really be a big thing, and I don't really, for me, when I clean, I don't literally click it off, but it does give me something to glance at to be like, okay, these are my things to get done today. When it does help me is when I am in my business. And so I have certain times during the week where I have stuff blocked. So I have a certain amount of time that I'm going to spend posting. And in my posting, I know that I need to post in my challenge groups, my like page, my Instagram, my personal. This here is my own personal team. We're the Mad Squatters. And then, this right here is for teams that I belong to in my uplines. And then I also have teams with my success partner. And so these are just simple ways for me to click off as I go through the day that I can remember. And I actually do this. And then when I'm done, I delete everything, or I uncheck everything. So this helps you add a task by just clicking like this. Also, if you're on right here, you can just hit your enter and it'll take you down, and same thing with backspace will pull you back up. And another thing that I really like about it, and you can see how I worked it in my daily post, is I have this on here just to give me ideas to, not that I use these, but these are just my quick reminders of some posts that I can post about during each day. And so let's say that you're in Sunday here, you can look here in your actions and it'll show you that you can indent, unindent, move up, move down, and different, what is this, edit the details. So you can do this all by clicking on these, just clicking on it, or you have shortcuts to the right that'll help you as you go. So once you learn the shortcuts, again, that's all under actions. So, and you can print your task list, which is awesome because you don't have to work off of this. If you're more of a pen and paper person and you just want to have a list somewhere set up so you can print it and go, more power to you. Hold on, I have children coming in. Hang on one second. Oh, honey, I'm videotaping. Can you go out for just a few minutes till I'm done? I'm sorry, hang on. As soon as I'm done, okay? As soon as I'm done, I'll get them. But I won't get them if we don't go out. Okay, sorry. That's my 6-year-old. Anyhow, okay. She's trying to get stickers from me. So I told them if they could just give me a few minutes, I have stickers for them, and they're Peppa Pig stickers, and she's all excited. But anyways, so that's my bribe for today. Okay, so anyways, so I'm going to turn these off over here. I hope that I covered everything with the task manager, but I guess if not, you feel free to please send me an email or quote or put a question underneath the video and I'll answer it. So anyways, basically this is real easy to do. You can do it 2 ways. You can hit create. So let's say that you have an appointment, that it's on a certain day, that it's going to be at this time, blah, 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 blah. You can enter it in on what calendar you want. Now, let me back up. I am so sorry. Let me show you how to create a calendar. That would be the first part. First is you come to my calendar and you click on create a new calendar. Then you'll name your calendar and you will click create. Now this is my second video, I will admit, so I already did this. So this right here, teaching, is going to be what I use. So we are in the teaching calendar. So let me go back. So let's say if it's an appointment and you click in the time and the date, and let's just say it is all what it is and blah, 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 and you just hit enter. You make sure that it's under the teaching calendar. Some people may only have one calendar. I just happen to have a lot because my mind works like that. Anyways, and then here's the neat little thing is you get this options of different notifications. You can have either an email, a pop-up, or both. And it's really neat because you can set down how many minutes, hours, days, or weeks ahead of time that you want this reminder. You can turn the reminders off by just simply clicking this, and you can color code things. So if you're really on top of it, which I'm not, I am sort of, but I'm not all the way, but you can color coordinate certain events to all run along. So say all my appointments are going to be this teal color. And then you come back in and bing, there's my appointment. You can also run it by just clicking on stuff. And this works out really well. For me, this is probably the easier way because then I just see where I want it to go and I plug it in. So let's say that I know I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do breakfast for my son before he goes to school. So I'm going to put in breakfast. And it's on teaching. Now I can just click create. Or let's say that I needed this to be a little bit longer. I can drag this down. Let's say that it's really, every time you click on something, it opens up one of these windows. It can be frustrating. But let's say that I thought, 5:30, that is way too early. Let's move it to 6. So they're very forgiving. You can squish it all the way down to 30 minutes. Now, the one thing about this is everything does run in 30-minute increments. So let's say that I'm going to do my next thing is going to be breakfast. And let's say that I'm going to do a jog. Say I'm into jogging. So I'm going to do jogging. Now let's say with this one that I decided I want this to happen every single day. And so what I do is I come in here and I hit edit. You'll see my jogging is here and my times. And let's right up here, you can put it as an all-day event, but I'm going to hit repeat because it's not an all-day event. And this will let you decide whether you want it to be weekly, monthly, yearly, every Tuesday and Thursday. You know, these are just normal stuff that people use. So we're going to do weekly. And when you do weekly, it pulls up every single day of the week. And then let's say that I want to do this, you know, Wednesday, Thursdays, Fridays, and then that's it. Now, it can repeat this to where it's every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks. The same thing is when it's monthly. You can pick it to where it's every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, and so on. Now, this is extremely helpful because, for an example, I really am bad at remembering to change my air condition filters. So I actually went in and put mine to be changed every 2 months. And I decided to pick mine to be on a day of the week. So I wanted every Saturday, every 2 months to be reminded to do this. And I do this because it goes along with my cleaning schedule. So I'll show you that in a minute. But anyways, okay, so let's just go back to putting this as something weekly, and it's going to be these 3 days. And it's going to, down here, you can put that it never ends. Or you can click after 35 occurrences. Say you're training for something and you're going to run for 35 weeks, you know, and that's your deal. Or you can pick a date. Say it's something to do with baseball or something with your kids, and there's actually an ending date. You can end it. But I'm just going to go ahead for now and just hit never ends. And then after that, I want my notifications on. I don't. I'm just going to put this down and I'm going to hit save. Now you're going to see here's where I put it, but now it came here. It also is in every week thereafter. So back to where we are today. Now you can see that the breakfast one did not get to the next week because I did not come in. If that happens and you want to change it, you can always come back in and edit it, and you can again go through and change things. Say you wanted to add a notification, you can always come back in and then hit save. And then you can see here where it has the little timer, that is actually telling you that it's scheduled, and this is meaning it's reoccurring. So this is a one-time event. I didn't put anything on this one, so there's nothing showing. So this little thing helps work with things because it helps me so I can move things around. What I did was I kind of like set up 1 week worth of stuff and then went in and adjusted it as I went. And I will tell you that once you have it set with a reoccurring event, see, this is reoccurring, this is a reoccurring, but say you decide to move this one, see the little line through it? What it means is that it no longer is a part of this. And when you go in to try to edit this event, it won't even let you edit it because you have undone it from the source. So now it's back in line. It's back part of the. So, anyways, just to let you know, because at first when that happened to me, I was like, "What is going on?" I thought it was going to change everything, and it does not do that. If you change one thing here, it is not going to affect anything else. So that's good and not so good when you're trying to set your calendar up for the first time. Be aware of that. So let's just say that, so we're going to have jogging, and then we're going to clean house. Let's just say this is what we're going to do. And let's say that we've got this all created. And let's say one of the things too is, let me do this. I like to add color to mine. I think I said this already, but just in case I didn't, I like to change the colors on stuff just because, that's not the right one. It just makes everything look better to me and separated so it doesn't all run in together. So, and did you see that? So when you have something that is a reoccurring event, you're going to hit edit, you're going to change something, when you go to hit save, it is going to ask you if you would like it for just this one event or for all events. So with that, let's do all events, and you can see it change. So, okay. The other thing is let's say that during this time period, we were going to add an event, and this event was going to be a phone call or something else. And so anyways, in doing that, you can't really click. Maybe you can come in here. Oh, you can. You can click off to the side, or you can come to the create an event. Now, let's say that we're going to have a phone call. And so if we just did it like this, oh, I'm sorry. If we just did it like that, we just created the phone call, teaching, create event, it's going to block it off to the side because that way you can see things. It just makes it look neater. Another thing is that when you're doing your times, they do run in 30-minute formats, but that doesn't mean that you can't change the time. So if you put it at 7:15 a.m. Oh, I didn't do 7. Let me come back here. This is going to change to 8:15. You see how that works? If you did to the 20, this is going to change to the 20. So just to let you know, it'll adjust itself, but in 30 minutes, but you can put other times. You don't have to just stay on the half hour. And so anyways, so that's going to look like this. And again, even when it's little, you can still change it and see how that kind of adjusts out. Okay, so that's kind of an idea, basics of how to create your calendar, and you just got to keep plugging things in. Now I will show you what I did when I was talking a while ago. So here's my whole calendar. I went in, if you can come look on Saturday, I have my clean house here. This is my big, heavy, go in and deep clean stuff day. And I put change air conditioning filters here, and I have a reminder set for this one because it's every 2 months, but I put it for 5 hours earlier for it to remind me. And the reason I did that is because it clicks all the way up here into my grocery list. So in 5 hours, previous is at 8:30, and it's going to give me a reminder on my phone. And with that, I can add it to my list for that day. So when I'm out shopping, I know to pick up my AC filters if I'm out. Usually I have extras on hand, but even if so, when it does come to that, you got to buy them. So this will help me with my grocery list. And I guess that's really it on everything. If you have any questions, please feel free to, let me do one more thing. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. So at the top here in these little areas, you can click in these squares and you can create events and tasks. Okay. And the neat thing is these are like main things for the day. So you can see like this is a big deal for the day. These are all day events that show up here. So this means for the whole day. So it's this is Columbus Day all day, and it's somebody's birthday for the whole day. The other thing you can do is say if it's something really important. So let's say it's really important that I remember to get my blog post in. You can click on this and you can add it to a day. Now I'd already done this a while ago. So let's say I did it on the 14th. I'd already done a video. So anyways, but you see how it shows up there. And now when I'm doing my stuff today, I know for sure, let's go back to my list. So here it is. I know for sure, that this is something that has to get done. Well, if I click on here, it clicks and lines it out there. So this has been something that's just little extra things on, to help me remember something really important and keeping on track of stuff. So anyways, the only other tip I have is to tell you is timers. If you're like me and you're using this for a business or whatever you're doing, it doesn't even have to be a business, but if you are doing it for a business, when I'm in here doing some of these things, like some of my stuff has to do with social media. And so when I get onto social media, I really have to put a timer on myself, and setting a timer just helps me not stay on it too long. because I can stay on Facebook all day long and play if I really wanted to, and I can't. I have too many things to do. So that really helps me. And another thing when it comes to, doing stuff is, like I know in the Beachbody world, personal development is really huge. And I am not a big reader. This is not something that I do, but I do love listening to stuff. And I have found that I can do my workouts and I can do them at the same time that I'm listening to my personal development. So I do my stuff on audible.com and I am able to knock out two birds with one stone. Sometimes I even do it while I'm cleaning and doing other things as well. Now, when I'm doing stuff that I have to pay attention to, like my website and things like that, I can't do two things at once. And so I don't even attempt to do it. But these are simple ways to get some stuff done. And I also, while I'm on here, just will say, make sure to schedule in family time, because that to me is just the most important. Just I worked my schedule out to give me more freedom. And once I started doing this, it is so amazing. I have had my house cleaner. I have got dinner done each night. I have had more time to play with my kids. I actually schedule in family night, free time, which both of these, of course, I usually always do it with my family, but these are also, this will be go in line with my date nights with my husband sometimes, different things like that. So there's some things that can't be changed. You got them set in stone. Just be relaxed with your schedule. Don't you freak out if you can't stay on top of it perfectly. Learn to be flexible. I'm not a Nazi when it comes to this stuff. I'm very very relaxed, very that this just gives me a guideline to stay with through the day. And I am strict when it comes to certain things where I set my timer up, but for the most part of it, I homeschool my kids. So we have a day that runs long, or we have a day that is short, we work around it. It is what it is, and life happens. And so don't get disgruntled. But the nice thing about this, at any point, you can come in and you can change it. And let me show you one last thing. If you want to change it, it's as easy as clicking on it and hitting delete. Like, it's just that easy. Delete all events, gone. So anyhow, I hope this has helped you. If you have any questions, just feel free to leave the comments below and I will answer them as best as I can. All right, thanks and have a good day.